Take these two screws out, use a 7mm socket. Remove the bezel, just slide it out and slide it up. There's a couple of feet on the bottom. Remove these two screws on top, use a Phillips head screwdriver. Some people bend this bezel out and replace the bulb, but the better thing to do is to take these two screws out as well. As you take the last one out, just hold the headlight from falling. Slide the bezel off. You can slide the headlight off. Disconnect the connector. Take the headlight, line it up with the connector. And it looks good. And make sure the two dimples are on the bottom like this and the single one is on the top. Take the bezel, line the bezel up. There is a difference between the top and the bottom. If the holes don't line up, then probably have it upside down. And get the screws started. Get all the screws started before you tighten them down. All right, now that we got them all started, just snug them down. After you're done, to make your adjustments, there's an adjuster screw right here. And there's also one over here if you have to make an adjustment side to side. If you're adjusting that, you can use a T20 socket. And it might be a little easier to do that with this, without this bezel on. But there is still a slot where you could fit it, so either way. And I'll line this bezel up. It's down below. That's good. And get the top two bolts in. And snug these down, not too tight.
This is going to be a general tutorial on how to aim your brand new TRQ headlamp assemblies. Okay, so looking at your brand new TRQ headlamp assembly, you're going to see where your low beam is, and you'll see a little dot right in the center. And that is the axis point, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to mark that with an erasable marker, just so it's easier to see. Next, what we need to do is measure from the level ground up to this point and take note of that measurement. Now we're just going to pull the car up to our wall. On our vehicle, we remember that the measurement was 28 inches for our access point. Your vehicle may be different, but that's where I'm going to put this tape, just above that 28 inches. We'll do the same on the other side. Okay, so let's just back the vehicle up, straight back 25 feet from the wall. And now that we moved our vehicle 25 feet back from the wall, we're going to start with our measurement here. That's where the headlamp center is. We're going to go down 4 inches on the driver's side. On the passenger side, we have our line here. What we need to do is go down 2 inches. To adjust the driver's side, we're going to cover our passenger side headlamp. If you look at the back side of your headlamp assembly, you're going to see something that looks like this. This is the adjustment. Some of these headlight assemblies have 1, 2, or even more of them, but you should at least have one. This is how we're going to adjust the headlight beam. Now we're going to lower the top part of the beam down to just below this line. When you turn the adjustment to the right, it brings the beam up, and if you turn it to the left, it'll bring the headlight beam down. And this is this way on most vehicles. Let's continue on to doing the passenger side. All right, we properly aligned our TRQ headlamp assemblies. Okay, and on the quality TRQ headlamps for a pickup truck, the procedure is going to be the same. You're going to find your center dot, mark it, and then you'll measure from the level ground up to your dot. So once your headlamps are properly adjusted, it'll be time to adjust your fog lamps. You'll notice on the driver's side, the focal point is all the way at the bottom right now. I would like to bring it up so it meets up with approximately the bottom of the focal point of the headlight. Some fog lamps have an adjuster, others don't. The ones that do have an adjuster, you would just turn the adjustment to the left or to the right to adjust the beam up and down to where it needs to be. Now with your TRQ headlamps and fog lamps properly aligned, you can drive down the road safely.